What happens when the NFL becomes the world's best free comedy club?
I'm here so I won't get fined.
When the best of the best trip,
starts to come, and then he pulls out,
stumble, and self-sabotage in front of millions.
Hey, I ain't the Super Bowl coach.
We slammed the wildest, most hilarious, and just borderline cinematic comedy moments ever captured in the NFL. From rookie nightmares to an actual black cat outrunning security at MetLife Stadium. This episode has it all. Even one future Hall of Famer quit mid-game. Not injured, not ejected, just done. So buckle your chin strap, because football's middle name is funny. Let's be honest. For a sport where men are paid millions to be gladiators, the NFL is surprisingly full of absolute goofiness. Behind the epic games and intense rivalries lie priceless unscripted gems. The moments that make even the most die-hard fans drop their snacks and fall over laughing. The funniest moments in football to be played on loop forever. Spam the chat with which number you think is the funniest. Number 10, Mark Sanchez's butt fumble. The butt fumble. It's a legacy. Thanksgiving 2012. The New York Jets were hosting the New England Patriots. The Jets were already trailing. And then came the second quarter, and one of the most unintentionally hilarious moments in NFL history. Mark Sanchez, the Jets quarterback, hiked and looked to hand off the ball, but the running back was missing. Sanchez, realizing a busted play, decided to improvise. That's when disaster struck. In a panic, Sanchez bolted forward, but instead of finding open space, he ran directly into the backside of his own offensive lineman, guard Brandon Moore. He had to wash his helmet a week after that. The Jets sideline was stunned. The crowd, those not covering their eyes, burst into laughter. The broadcast booth could barely contain itself. Needless to say, the butt fumble became an instant meme. ESPN's Not Top 10 crowned it week after week, replayed in countless montages, joked about on late-night shows, and immortalized across the internet, in addition to its own Wikipedia page. For Mark Sanchez, it became the defining moment. Despite leading the Jets through 2 AFC Championship appearances, this one play overshadowed all of it. He handled it with grace in interviews, often poking fun at himself, but the meme stuck. The butt fumble is a reminder that even in a game of elite athletes, comedy can still sneak in through the back door, or in this case, the backside. That moment was so awkward, even Russell Wilson couldn't "let's ride" out of it. But it doesn't even compare to the cringe of this next clip. Number 9, Troy Aikman's slip of the tongue. NFL announcers set the tone of the game. They're expected to act a certain way, especially when you're a Hall of Famer like Troy Aikman. But on one unforgettable Buffalo Bills game in 2019, no one was safe from turning into a blooper reel. Aikman, in the heat of praising young quarterback Josh Allen, tried to comment on Allen's performance as a QB and the way he stays aggressive under pressure. But what came out was not what he intended.
The Redskins put a spy on Dak Prescott,
Aikman said, before immediately following with,
he starts to come, and then he pulls out.
But then he pulls out. A pause followed. The kind of pause where you can hear the whole world explode. Within seconds, Twitter lit up. Clips went viral before the game even ended, synced to music. Sports memes, parody accounts, and remix videos flooded the internet, transforming Aikman's accident into a modern-day meme classic. SportsCenter didn't even try to pretend it didn't happen. And to his credit, Josh Allen took it like a champ. Allen tweeted a simple eyes emoji. That was all it took to send fans into another frenzy. A moment of high school humor wrapped in an NFL package. For a few days, Troy Aikman was less Super Bowl winning quarterback and more the guy who said that on TV. It was harmless, hilarious, and proof that live television still carries a risk and rewards of pure, unscripted comedy gold. Number 8, Kyle Love dozes off. NFL players need their beauty sleep like anybody else. A sport built on collisions, exhaustion, and raw adrenaline. But even the adrenaline can't keep you awake, apparently. Just ask Kyle Love, defensive tackle for the California Panthers, who delivered one of the most hilarious moments of the 2018 season by taking a nap during the game. Literally. It was Thursday Night Football, Panthers versus the Steelers. Pittsburgh was steamrolling Carolina in what turned into a full-on demolition. The Panthers defense struggled on the field, the camera panned to the sideline, and there he was, Kyle Love, slumped back on the bench, eyes closed, asleep. The broadcasters couldn't even resist, chuckled as the camera zoomed in on Love, napping in high definition. He was out, catching Z's like he'd hit the snooze button. Twitter instantly dubbed it Napgate, going viral within minutes. Fans edited in lullabies, cartoon sheep, and snoring effects. One viral remix even had the Jeopardy theme song playing. It was ridiculous. For Panthers fans, it was symbolic. Even its linemen opted for sleep instead of stopping Big Ben and the Steelers' offense. For the rest of us, it was unforgettable. And for Kyle Love, just a very, very unfortunate nap time on national television, snoozing his way into the NFL's funniest moments of all time. Falling asleep on the job is one thing, but this guy, he said peace out at halftime. Even Madden gave up trying to simulate this disaster. It just crashed. Number 7, Vontae Davis retires at halftime. It was week 2 of the 2018 NFL season. The Buffalo Bills were playing the Los Angeles Chargers, and it wasn't going well. The Bills were getting slammed, and the defense looked completely lost. Among the starters was veteran cornerback Vontae Davis, a former Pro Bowler who joined Buffalo in hopes of reviving his career. What happened next, no one could have predicted. At halftime, Davis walked off the field, entered the locker room, and simply quit. Took off his pads, got dressed in his street clothes, and told the team, "I'm done." No announcement, no speech, no warning. He didn't inform the head coach. He didn't say goodbye to teammates. He didn't stick around to explain. He literally retired in the middle of an NFL game and even called an Uber to leave the stadium. When the Bills took the field for the third quarter, players and coaches were confused. "Where's Vontae?" someone asked. The answer came moments later. Not from the coaching staff, but from Twitter. News broke that Davis had retired at halftime, and the internet exploded in disbelief. Memes were everywhere, instantly. NFL fans roasted the Bills. Some even applauded Davis for the boldest exit in sports history. This may be the greatest I'm out moment ever. No warning, no fanfare, just vibes, and an Uber. This wasn't a football game, it was a live episode of Wipeout NFL Edition. Number 6, Dwayne Rudd's helmet toss. Few moments sting as badly as this one, especially for Browns fans. They had clawed their way to what looked like a hard-fought win over the Kansas City Chiefs in 2002. In the final seconds, linebacker Dwayne Rudd appeared to sack quarterback Trent Green as time expired. The Cleveland crowd erupted. Players celebrated. Game was over, right? Wrong. Not even close. In a rush of adrenaline, Rudd ripped off his helmet and hurled it high in the air in what he believed was a game-winning celebration. But there was a huge problem. The game wasn't over. The ball had been lateraled to offensive tackle John Tate, who rushed downfield. Because Rudd threw his helmet while the play was still live, he was hit with an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And since the game couldn't end on a defensive penalty, the Chiefs were awarded one untimed down. That gave kicker Morton Anderson one chance. And that's exactly what he did. Anderson nailed the field goal. Browns lose. Just like that, the crowd went from roaring to silence. It wasn't just a loss. It was a brutal lesson. Don't celebrate too early. That play became a cautionary tale. Replayed in coaching rooms still to this day. And speaking of premature celebration, don't be that person. Be the person who hits the subscribe button and joins the Final Yard team. What happens when a player celebrates so early he doesn't even finish the play? Let's talk about one of the most infamous almost touchdowns of all time. Number 5. Deshaun Jackson drops the ball before the end zone. Enter Deshaun Jackson's touchdown celebration, an all-time rookie mistake that went down in football infamy. It was 2008. The Philadelphia Eagles were squaring off against their fierce rivals, the Dallas Cowboys, in Monday Night Football. Eagles rookie wide receiver Deshaun Jackson, known for his electric speed and game-breaking ability, had just burned the Cowboys' defense and was wide open, streaking down the sideline. Easy catch. The crowd rose. Jackson flew past the 20, then the 10, the 5, and then it happened. Right as he approached the goal line, Jackson casually flipped the ball behind him in celebration. The problem? He hadn't actually crossed the goal line yet. Replay review showed it clear as day. The ball left Jackson's hand before he entered the end zone. It bounced on the turf at the 1-yard line. Completely live, totally in play. The score was reversed. No touchdown, no points, just embarrassment. Cowboys fans erupted with laughter and mockery. Even Eagles players couldn't help but chuckle. The moment became an instant classic, making its way into every what not to do film session from high school to the NFL. To his credit, Deshaun would go on to have a successful career filled with jaw-dropping plays and legitimate touchdowns. But this, it's that kind of blooper you can never really shake or outrun. And if you ever hear a coach yelling "Don't be Deshaun Jackson" at practice, now you know why. Number 4, Tom Brady falls during trick play. It's not every day you see one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time lined up at wide receiver. In 2022, that's exactly what happened. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers were looking to catch the Seattle Seahawks off guard with a bit of razzle-dazzle. A trick play. Leonard Fournette was at quarterback, and Tom Brady split out wide as a decoy. Yes, that Tom Brady. But what happened next wasn't exactly in the playbook. Brady slipped. Or tripped. Either way, the GOAT found himself on the turf, face first, like someone had replaced his cleats with banana peels. As he went down, the stadium let out a gasp, followed quickly by laughter that rolled through the crowd. To make matters worse, Seahawks cornerback Tariq Woolen read the play perfectly. He snagged the interception and nearly returned it all the way. The Bucs lost possession, the momentum, and a little bit of dignity, all in a single gloriously awkward moment. Social media went wild. Brady's fall reshared by millions. It was a rare moment of comedy in the otherwise perfect career of a man known for his success under pressure. And Brady, to his credit, laughed it off post-game. It was a beautiful mark that nobody's too elite to slip up. Literally. Brady took a tumble, but some NFL rookies get publicly humiliated. What happens when your welcome to the league moment involves duct tape, a Sharpie, and the nearest goalpost? Number 3, Dwayne Bowe taped to a goalpost. Rookie hazing in the NFL is a tradition, even if slightly unhinged, usually harmless, like buying dinner for the vets. But in 2007, the Kansas City Chiefs changed their training camp into a viral moment, and wide receiver Dwayne Bowe into an overnight NFL meme. Fresh off being drafted in the first round, Bowe was full of swagger. But none of that could have saved him from what was about to happen. The Chiefs wrangled Bowe at practice, dragged him to the uprights, and literally taped him to the goalpost using rolls of duct tape. The works. He was stuck. Reporters took advantage of the moment. Media members looked on in disbelief, and then laughter. Bowe, playing along, but clearly trapped, shouted one unforgettable line.
Hey, I ain't a Super Bowl coach.
I ain't a Super Bowl. That quote alone sealed his fate as a fan favorite. The clip spread like wildfire. NFL Network, ESPN, local news, it was played everywhere. Bowe wasn't just a promising rookie anymore. He was that guy who got duct taped to the goalpost. Luckily, it was all in good fun, and they let him go. After a minute, Bowe laughed about it later, calling it part of the bonding process. The moment became a reminder that behind the intensity of the NFL grind, there still is a family of brothers. While his career had its ups and downs, Bowe's rookie hazing remains one of the most replayed and most hilarious moments in NFL history. Number 2. Black Cat at MetLife. In 2019, the New York Giants were hosting the Dallas Cowboys under the bright lights of MetLife Stadium. Fans expected big plays, hard hits, maybe a little chaos. What they didn't expect was the most unexpected MVP of the night, a mysterious, fast-footed black cat. Midway through the second quarter, with both teams locked in a tense back and forth, everything suddenly stopped. From the shadows of the end zone emerged a black cat. Halloween edits and superstition jokes flooded online, even claiming the cat had cursed the Giants, who, coincidentally, lost the game and spiraled into a losing streak. But a black cat absolutely stole the show and etched itself into Monday Night Football folklore forever. This brings us to the most hilarious moment in NFL history. Until we watch next week's banger, number 1, the legend of Marshawn Lynch. When it comes to NFL comedy, no one owns the crown like Marshawn Lynch. Beast mode wasn't just a nickname, it was a lifestyle. On the field, he was a wrecking ball in cleats. Off the field, he was a walking soundbite, meme machine, and unfiltered legend. From the moment he entered the league, Lynch gave us a steady stream of chaos, charisma, and comedy gold. When he scored a touchdown and celebrated by hijacking a golf cart, he grabbed the wheel, took it for a joyride around the field with his teammates riding shotgun. Coaches were stunned, but fans loved it. Fast forward to Super Bowl Media Day, and Lynch stole the show without saying much at all. Facing an avalanche of reporters, he repeated one phrase 29 times.
I'm just here so I won't get fined. I'm just here so I won't get fined. Hey, I'm here so I won't get fined, boss. Hey, I'm just here so I won't get fined. Hey, I'm just here so I won't get fined. I'm just here so I won't get fined. I'm just here so I won't get fined.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. A protest, a punchline, a viral catchphrase. Instantly iconic. On the sideline, he once danced to trap music while the game was still going. Fully suited, mid-game, bouncing to the beat like it was a house party. Mic'd up? Even better. Lines like, I'm about that action, boss.
I'm just about that action, boss.
And you know why I'm here?
You know why I'm here. 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 They know why I'm here.
Repeated everywhere. These moments aren't just one-offs. They're forever. The butt fumble is still the punchline of Jets jokes. Aikman's flub resurfaces every season. Deshaun Jackson's near touchdown? Immortalized in every Top 10 Fails YouTube countdown. The NFL is a machine built on drama, but driven by people. And people are weird sometimes. They mess up. They laugh. They drop the ball, literally. And sometimes, these flops teach us more than any highlight reel ever could. We come for the touchdowns. We stay for the laughs and the memories. Until next time. Click to watch another episode where we go over the toughest players to ever walk the gridiron.